In this video, we are going to discuss about section and midpoint formula. So what is section and midpoint formula? It's basically talking about the coordinates of a point Pxy which divides the line joining A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 internally in the ratio m:n. And those points are given by x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y coordinate is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now you have to remember these two coordinates where that particular point P divides the join of A and B in the ratio m:n. So let's understand this in detail and try to derive this section formula. Now let's consider a line AB, and we are saying that the coordinates of point A are x1 and y1 and coordinates of point B are x2 and y2. Now we are saying that point P, whose coordinates are x and y, divide this line in the ratio m:n, right? Now we will see how the coordinates of this point are mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Right? We are saying that this point x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Similarly, y is my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Let us derive this. Right? Now, since these points, every point that we have on a plane is having two dimensions, right? It is having x coordinate as well as y coordinate. In short, it is associated with x coordinate and y coordinate. So if you want to determine the position of this point A here, it will have some distance along x-axis. It will have covered some distance along x-axis and some distance along y-axis. So we are assuming that this point A is covering x1 distance along x-axis and y1 distance along y-axis. Same here, point B is covering x1 distance, that means OM, this much distance along x-axis, and y2 distance along y-axis. Fine. And there is a point P which divides this line in some ratio, say for example m:n, right? So what will happen is that AP upon PB will be m upon n, because AP upon PB is m upon n. Why? Because this point P divides the join of A and B in the ratio m:n. So how will we express that? AP upon PB is equal to m upon n. Now we will do some constructions here. What we will do is we will draw AL, right, and BM perpendiculars on x-axis, right? Similarly, I will draw AR perpendicular on this line PQ and PS perpendicular on this line BM. Fine. Now, let me calculate the distance AR. AR distance you can clearly see is equal to distance LQ, right? So, LQ distance, isn't this LQ distance equal to OQ minus OL? Fine. Now, if I have to calculate LQ, it is OQ minus OL. Now, let's check what is this OQ. OQ is the total distance from O to Q. What is that? What is that? P point is giving us that. So, X is the distance, right? Then OL. What is this OL? A point is giving us the distance along x-axis, that is x1. So OQ minus OL is x minus x1. So we got the distance of AR as x minus x1. So you have calculated AR as x minus x1. Fine. Let's go to now this PS. right? Now, PS is equal to OM minus OQ, right? OM minus OQ. Now, how much is this OM? B point represents the distance OM along x-axis, and that is x2, right? And OQ is represented by point P along x-axis. What is that? X, right? That is why OM minus OQ is x2 minus x. Fine. Now, we will calculate the distance PR. Now, this is along y-axis, right? PR distance, isn't it equal to PQ minus RQ? PQ minus RQ. Let's see how much is PQ. PQ, isn't this equal to Y, because it is represented by point P itself, and the Y coordinate of point P represents this PQ distance, and how much is that? Y. Now RQ is represented by point A along y-axis, and what is that? Y1. So what is the distance PR? PR distance is PQ minus RQ or PQ minus AL, right? AL is also same, or RQ or along RQ. So that is Y minus Y1. Now let's go to BS. BS is equal to BM minus SM, right? Fine. Now SM is equal to PQ. Is it equal to PQ? So we can say that BS is BM minus SM or BM minus PQ. Fine. Now BM, how much is BM? The distance along BM is represented by this point P along y-axis. How much is that? Y2, right? And we are saying that SM is equal to PQ. So what is the distance along PQ that is represented by point P along y-axis? What is that? Y. So that is Y2 minus Y. Fine. Now, we are considering these two triangles, ARP, and another triangle is PSB. Aren't these two triangles similar? Right? Why? Because this angle is equal to this angle, both are 90 degree, and this angle is equal to this angle, corresponding angles. So by AA axiom, these two triangles are similar. So if these two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides will be proportional. So can I say that AP upon PB, AP upon PB is equal to AR upon PS, right, is equal to PR upon SB. So I have set the proportionality between these two similar triangles. Fine. Now let me take AP upon PB, that is this first part, and AR, this and this. So AP upon PB is equal to AR upon PS. Now AP upon PB, we have said that this is M by N. M by N is equal to AR upon PS. AR I have found is X minus X1. And PS I have found as X2 minus X. Right? Now I need to calculate this X coordinate. I will cross multiply, put the X terms together. So my X is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Similarly, second time I am putting AP upon PB equal to PR upon BS. Right? Now AP upon PB is m upon n. PR I have found y minus y1, and BS I have found y2 minus y. Fine. Now I will cross multiply and I have y, get the value of y. So that's how the coordinates of P are mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now you have to remember this formula. So you can get any question. Find the coordinates of a point P which divides the join of AB in the ratio 3:1, and the coordinates of A are 4, 5 and 6, 7. How will you do that now? You will always remember that coordinates of A are x1, y1, coordinates of B are x2, y2, and the coordinates of P are x and y. If you remember it in this format, you will be able to do the questions quickly.